What's up, everyone? It's Pixel Tricks. Today we're rating every single character in Nickelodeon All-Stars from worst to best. At this point, I made a video on every single member of the cast. I've had extended time playing both with and against each character, so yeah, that's pretty much where my perspective lands here. If you at all disagree with any of my placements on my list, I would love to hear your reasoning and why you think your character should be higher or lower on the list. But for now, let's go ahead and get started because we have a lot of characters we have to get to. Alright, at the very bottom of D's here, we have Patrick Star. Now, I think even these characters at the very bottom have a lot of things that are really interesting and unique about themselves that are good and fun. I actually think Patrick is one of the more fun characters for me personally to play, even though I don't think competitively he's very viable, because like this move is so hilarious. Patrick siding people is it's probably the most fun I've had with this game, to be perfectly honest. But look how slow it is. It's like, it's way too slow to be, like, you have to read someone to get this. Like, you earn your Patrick in this game. There's no cheese involved. Like, if someone gets hit by this move, they deserve to die immediately. And you're also losing your stock as well. So that's one thing that is, like, really fun and cool, but it's not that great about Patrick. Other than that, you know, he's the grappler. He's this, like, if you catch someone at the ledge right here, you can actually just scoop them and hit them once and make them fall. But even still, like, then you have to recover as well. His recovery is very exploitable. It's very easy to not snap the ledge, as you just saw right here. And a majority of the cast, if you don't snap the ledge in this game, will destroy you. And we'll get to that once we get to them. But even like simple stuff like down heavy like this, you just down heavy Patrick's recovery like this, and this will spike him and he'll die. And other than that, his neutral is a little bit lacking. His light into heavy attack, look, does not work. His heavy into heavy don't work either, which is a big deal. Dash cancel into this just doesn't hit. That's really bad. Something that is really important in this game is being able to punish out of block. Someone hits your aerial, like right here, you want to be able to up tilt them. And Patrick has that. He has a good juggle game. That's actually something that he excels at. Although he doesn't have the exclamation mark. This is too slow to be considered viable. You just jump out of this. It doesn't combo. The better characters in this game actually will just be able to combo into that, into heavy. Yeah, into light air, into heavy. And Patrick doesn't have that, as you see right here. So he's lacking in so many departments. He's lacking in like so many places where the rest of the cast shine. That's pretty much why I think Patrick is the worst. I think he's great. I think he's fun. But I think to improve Patrick, I think what he would need is the ability to snap the ledge easier. I think this is a thing that needs to be changed throughout the cast. Not being able to snap the ledge really destroys. Well, otherwise would have been a really good recovery, actually. But it doesn't snap the ledge, so you have to be precise. And besides that, if his up air came out a little faster, and this actually linked, he would be a fine character. But as it stands, I think Patrick is currently the worst in the game. Alright, and finishing up D tier, we have Cora. I think Cora, unlike Patrick, does not have that many glaring, terrible things about her. I think Cora is actually just a little too honest in this very dishonest game. And let me try to explain what I mean here. Alright, so let's start with her uplight. So uplight is your go-to out of block option. It usually starts a juggle. You even saw with Patrick, he gets a juggle off of it into up air strings. Cora doesn't have that. She gets this nice 1-2 combo off of it, as you can see right here, which is actually not bad, but it's not great. In a game where getting an up tilt with any other character would almost spell certain doom in some of the better characters, and you'll see when we get to them. Besides that, you know, Cora just has that, but she has a pretty solid neutral, right? She actually does get confirms off of her dash attacks. It's actually more consistent to dash heavy into her heavy neutral, but she can light dash into her heavy. It just sometimes they pop out, as you just saw right there. But yeah, for the most part, you want to dash heavy into heavy. And that's a nice, easy, simple kill confirm, which Patrick doesn't have. So that alone makes Cora better. She has that simple thing. Her recovery goes pretty far, as you can see right here. But I think the thing that really excels Cora is her neutral with her specials. As you see, her down B in the air turns into this, which can cross up on block and then combo into that. And unfortunately, the problem with this, it doesn't do that much percent. Her neutral special is this, Stone Fist. Kills mad early, does 25%. Great move, a little too slow of startup. But like if you got someone like jumping on the stage and unsafely, bro, you can hit them with this and then bam, they don't have a jump off stage. And then you could just like spam like this, you know, her strong down, which just dunk. You can go off stage and hit her with the Ganondorf down air, which is actually pretty good. But other than that, you know, like your only juggles you're getting are coming from falling up air, which isn't bad. But the thing is, you have to work so much harder as a Korra player, as opposed to a character that could just sit, block, up tilt, and then up air string and finish them off. This is really delayed too, for whatever reason. This is really slow. Her neutral heavy aerial, very slow move. It's not bad, but it's not great, right? That's what I'm saying. This is a very honest character. I like her a lot. I just think some of these characters are so good in this game that, yeah, Korra is just a little too honest. That's my take on this character. I would like to know what Korra players think about my placement. I will say I do like playing this character a lot, though. Alright, to start off seed here, we're here with a very strange Powdered Toast Man. Now, this character I actually had a hard time placing because I feel like he has so many great things about him. He kills so mad early. It's actually ridiculous. He has a great up tilt juggle game. So at a block, unlike Korra, you can see his up tilt puts them at such a wonderful angle that sets up an up air magnificently. He just doesn't fully combo into that. They could jump out of that. But yeah, strong upper, extremely strong, like really strong move. Like this will kill so early if you hit them with this move, the lick. The strong up air, amazingly strong. Strong neutral, amazingly strong. This move will get you so much. You could just space this out and it's really not that like slow or has much end lag. So like, yeah, this move is really good, 17%. Dash cancelable. His light dash is a little lacking. This will kind of slow down your run speed. So look, he's pretty nimble, but then you do this and he kind of falls at the end, right? But where Powdered Toast Man really lacks is his recovery. Look how bad this is. Okay, that's how you snap. But you can't affect the trajectory. You can't like influence your DI. You see where I'm doing it? You have to do this to snap it, and it's way harder than it looks. You see how vulnerable you are there too. See that arc? It's very predictable. You leave yourself so vulnerable with this recovery. And like in the middle of the fight, you're not going to have your double jump all the time to put you in the perfect position. And a majority of the casts have a lot of tricks to deal with people that are just kind of like poking here at the ledge, right? Yeah, it can also bonk. I've seen a lot of Powdered Toast players accidentally go the wrong way too. So his weaknesses are really bad. And recovery is very important in a game like this. But his strengths are really good. Yeah, this move is ridiculous. You are going, yeah, look how early that killed. That was 27% it killed, right? Right. And his juggle game is really good. Out of block, really good. He also has a shine, which I never really use much. But you can like do that, right? I don't think you can cancel. I love his soft downer is a great move too. The powder. Yeah, overall really bad weaknesses, really strong strength. So it kind of puts him in this weird spot where like some games you're going to get destroyed by this character, and in other games you're just going to swat him out of the air and he's just going to die and there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, it's Powdered Toast Man. So Zim has a lot of really cool interesting tricks. You can use Summon Gur, as you see right here, to have a little Gur robot that will explode on impact. You can also make the Gur stop, and you can make him jump. Yeah, you can make him stop by using the Summon Gur button, as you see right here, so you can use that for mind games. Or just like set up Gur at the ledge, so he could just be standing there menacingly. And then you can make him jump with your light neutral, which is really cool. So you can get some really interesting mind games with Zim. You also have the gnome. So like if you get someone off stage, and you got Gur here, you got the gnome, and then you got Zim waiting for a roll up, right? It could be really hard to get back on the ledge. You can also hit Gur to make him change directions. Strong neutral attacks come out pretty fast. They also combo off of his dash, which is really good. Where Zim, I think, struggles. His recovery is very linear. And as someone who has put time into most of the casts, it feels like somewhat lacking compared to the rest of the cast, right? It's not bad per se. There's definitely worse ones in the game. But there's definitely like better ones, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, you also go into free fall, which is never a good thing. He's very floaty, as you just saw, which can help you, but it can also harm you. Yeah, sometimes you'll just end up on the stage instead of grabbing ledge. And also his up tilt out of block string is pretty fast. It's a good punish tool. That's pretty much where the good ends. His soft up air, I feel, has a hard time juggling, right? I think you can, but it lacks impact and something about it. Yeah, this also has a very small hitbox, the strong up air. That move is really strong. It will kill. But for the most part, you're going to be wanting to do neutral strong. Yeah, neutral strong airs. Because it actually comes out mad fast. Yeah, I would say a really interesting character that you have to put a lot of time into. You just have to work for way harder with Zim as opposed to the rest of the cast. I think that's what it really comes down to. I think you can do it, but yeah, you just gotta work way harder. Alright, moving on to Nigel Thornberry, who has some of the most interesting pressure in the game with his normals and his moves. Yeah, he has a really interesting moveset. I feel like where Nigel lacks is, like, his up tilt, his soft up tilt is not bad, but it's not great. I feel like it lacks just, like, it's a little too much gen lag. Just a little. You still can combo off it. It just feels weird, right? Yeah, I would say Nigel's biggest detriment is probably his recovery is very linear. He's one of those characters that, like, you can whack him out of the air and he'll just die sometimes. Yeah, he has one of those recoveries. Like, if you're prone to panicking, you will die with this character a lot when you're off stage. Because instead of, like, snapping a ledge like that, you'll go, like, just a little too low and that will happen. That happens a lot, so you're gonna have to, like, recover high with this character, which is very dangerous, right? Because there's so many things that can happen to you if you recover like this. Like, someone would just trade with this and just, like, down air you or something. This also doesn't even spike. Yeah, this doesn't dunk, so you can't do this to other characters. Like, if someone is, like, above the stage recovering, they don't snap ledge. You can hit them, but you know, you don't get a free dunk off it, which is strange. It totally looks like it should. That man is flexible. Wow, it looks like it hurts, though. Yeah, see, it doesn't dunk. The best advice I can give to Nigel players is use this move more, especially when you're recovering. Yeah, this will make you invincible. It's like a roll, dude. Look at that. It's a very useful move, but I think mostly when you're recovering, because to the side, he doesn't have a lot of momentum unless you use this move. Like, look at that. If I'm all the way over here, I won't be able to make it, and I don't have a double jump. But if you do use this move, look at that, I made it. No problem. Also, go online and just spam this move. And a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. It's the funniest shit ever. Yeah, this also dunks. Actually, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. That is true. But you have to time it perfectly. But yeah, up till, it's alright. It's not, like, bad. It's a good combo tool. His up air strings just feel a little off. That's, like, the worst thing I can say about him. And his strong up air doesn't kill that early. When you compare it to some of the other strong uppers in the game, it works, though. Overall, solid neutral. Pretty decent recovery if you know what you're doing with the character. But yeah, this could be a really annoying character to go up against. And he also has dash rest, but it's not, like, super strong in this game. But you can cancel your dash into rest, as you just saw like that, which is very interesting, right? So yeah, just having the dash combos is great. You could also dash combo into heavy. Sometimes they'll fall out, as you just saw. But yeah, very interesting character. Very interesting character. Let's move to the final one for C tier. Okay, and our final character from C tier is Reptar from the Rugrats. Alright, so Reptar has some very good tools. Where he lacks the most, I would say, is his up tilt finisher, his strong up air. So he actually does have a pretty decent up tilt at his shield. But as you can see, look at the startup from strong up air. It is way too much. So you can't get those really busted up tilt to up air conversions that a majority of the really good characters all have. You can, like, still get it, right? But for the most part, your opponent can just, like, dash or jump out of it, or even just challenge you with an aerial. A lot of characters can just swat Reptar when he's trying to do this to them. They can just, yeah, like you saw at the start, it's just too much. He has a lot going on for him that's really good. He has projectile in the fireball, if you hold the projectile button, he'll charge it up and do this. And this is a great tool in a game like this. So you know how I keep going off about how, like, you know, characters won't snap to ledge with some of their moves? Well, this is a big reason why that's really bad, because you could just throw this out and it's risk-free. You space it right here, and yeah, look, that hits right there, and it will just destroy so many recoveries. This move alone, so great. Great move. You can also charge this, his down special, and this will actually hit under the ledge. So even if you snap to ledge, he can hit you with this and make you pop off the ledge. Then all of a sudden you got hit off the ledge and you have to decide, are you going to jump into a strong upper, or are you going to grab a ledge and get hit by another one of these? So that's a really nasty little trick Reptar could do right there. His recovery, I fucking hate this. I've gone on about how much I hate this, but it's very punishable, right? But all too often, Reptar players will do this, and you're standing here trying to punish this, and you'll just get hit by it, and sometimes even die from it. So, you know, like, this move is pretty good. It's pretty alright. It is exploitable if you have the right kit for it. Like, if a Reptar player does this at the ledge, then you could just do this, and they die. And they'll just die from it, right? So it depends on your kit. It's character specific, but yeah, it can be. But if you don't have the tools to deal with this, it's really annoying to swat him out of it, and he just gets back to the ledge for free. And it goes far. It's far. But yeah, for the most part, like, he has the dash into heavy confirm. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes they will fall out. I think it depends on if they're at the ledge with this move. Because look, we're not on the ledge. Yeah, because they bounce on the floor. Yeah, it's decent. It works. His aerials are fine. Besides his strong upper, neutral is great. He also has this annoying shit, which is another very annoying move. But yeah, Reptar, fun character. Probably the character. I made a video for everyone in the cast. This is the character we saw the most by a mile. Everyone got a pocket Reptar, brah. So yeah, he's great. I just feel like he's somewhat inconsistent with his dash into heavy, as you just saw right there. His recovery can be exploited if you have the right tools by a large amount of the cast. And he's somewhat linear in his approach. So I think that's why I justify putting Reptar here. If his up tilt was a little faster, it's also like a little slow, right? You see that, right? Yeah. It's still usable, though, don't get me wrong. Yeah, if his up air was just a little faster, I don't know why they made this move so... Like, if this move had less startup, he'd be amazing. He would at least be B tier. But this is the one move I think that is holding him back. But yeah, still solid character, top of C tier. Would recommend, fun character to play. Alright, moving on to Leonardo, and if you've been following my coverage of this game, you may be shocked to find him here so low. For the longest time, I thought he was one of the best in the game. But the thing about Leonardo... that was before I played him a whole bunch and played against him a whole bunch and started taking advantage of his very glaring weaknesses, which are definitely his recovery is very exploitable. It's very linear. Look how slow it is. You just go out and down air him with a majority of the cast drawn down air, and he'll just die, and there's nothing you can do. So it's very linear recovery. If you up B on the stage, there's zero end lag, as you see right here. So at least he has that going on. But still, it goes into free fall. His strong attacks are terrible. Look how slow they are. Look at this startup. Like, wow, bro, right? It's really bad. But to make up for it, his lights are incredibly fast. It's probably some of the fastest frame data in the game right here. So that's why I thought it was so good. When I first got my hands on him and I saw I could do this kind of shit, right? Like, of course, and look at the range, too. Like, this is definitely one of the characters that is hardest to get back on the stage against. He also has a magnificent down air that does dunk. So you can just get people off stage and down air them and they die, right? But yeah, this is probably the best out of block move in the game. It doesn't do that much percent is the thing. Like, he will kill you with his light moves, but only at high percent. So you have to win neutral over and over and over again with this character. He definitely has the frame data to do it. Has the ability to make it like feel like it's impossible to get back on the stage, but it's not. Yeah, all in all, can struggle to find a kill if someone knows what they're doing. But extremely good frame data, extremely good ledge guarding potential, even has a a dive kick, which he can use like this. You do like backflips, so really good mobility too to avoid stuff. Or like if someone is throwing projectiles a lot, you could just like backflip and then do this and just mix them up. So very fun, interesting character, solid placement. I think if you know the matchup, then he's going to struggle to kill you, and he's going to struggle to make it back on the stage. And I think that's pretty much Leonardo for you. All right, next up for B tier, we have Lincoln Loud. Now this is a character that is a very excellent neutral. His yo-yo acts kind of like a sword. If you space correctly, this character can juggle you like so, just like that. Most of the cast in this game will juggle you above them, and as you can see, he can do that. He can juggle you above him, but what he really excels at is getting you off stage with his yo-yo juggle, and then taking advantage of your recovery. Just like swatting you out of the air with like this, or hitting you with his marvelous strong down air. One of the best strong down airs in the game, extremely powerful. Lot of range, comes out relatively fast enough, right? But yeah, his yo-yo normals, great moves. Great move to, he's also short, so I'm having a hard time hitting him, right? But like, against like a character that's a little taller, this will hit most of the time. Yeah, yep, just like so. So Lincoln's pretty much about getting you off stage and dunking you. And just being generally annoying. If you have a platform above you, you just kind of do this shit, and this shit's annoying. Just this giant hitbox right in front of you. A lot of the members of the cast have a hard time getting back on that, even on the ledge, as you saw right there, right? Where Lincoln struggles, he's somewhat weak. He does have dash confirms, but like I said, he's not like the strongest character in the game. You're definitely probably going to have to hit them like once or twice more than some other mid-tiers would. But I think he's still good. Yeah, his Scooter Strawn is good, like, you know, swatting option if you don't have time to set up a down air off stage, so you can get him off stage again. Yeah, you got the Nest back. He's like Nest the character, bro. Kinda. But yeah, also like his juggle options, like this move is not strong, unfortunately. Like that, yeah, this will not kill for a while. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it takes a while for that to actually start killing. And even so, right? I think this character is going to excel in the neutral. His recovery is pretty lackluster. There's nothing like super special about it. It's not terrible. It's a lot like Zim's, right? Where it's pretty mediocre. It's usable, but it's not great. So that's another department that's just kind of like eh. Yeah, where this character is going to excel is the neutral, pretty much. He also has a marvelous projectile. Let me not forget about this. This move is great. You can throw this out and be very annoying. Force an approach. Throw out the spinning top. No one likes getting hit by the spinning top, right? Alright, let's go ahead and move on to Toph. This might be a somewhat controversial take. I know a lot of people think this is one of the worst characters in the game, but I disagree because I think Toph, certain aspects of them would have to be banned if we ever got serious about this game and started running tournaments, because they can play in such a despicable way. And I'll go over that here in a moment. But before I do, let's go over the stuff that makes Toph like not so good in a lot of people's opinion, and that's her normals. All right, so this is her up light. It's not great out of shield option. It can act as a kind of get off me move, but you're not going to get like a crazy juggle off of that. And her aerials are pretty lackluster. Nothing too special here, but that's not really what Toph is all about. Her best lights are her dash, because it's cancelable into her heavy, and also her down light. But yeah, that's pretty much where the useful of her lights in. But yeah, let's go over her heavies now. All right, so her heavies make her excel at a mid to close range because they are very fast. They have little end lag. Let's go ahead and buffer jump off that, right? You know how I keep going off about like these characters that don't snap to ledge? Well, it's because of moves like this, all right? That like if you're just floating above the ledge and you get hit by this, you die. All right, so like her strong heavy up is this, which actually she does have a hitbox right in front of her. See, a lot of people don't know that. So yeah, she summons this thing. It's kind of like Greninja's Shadow Sneak. You see on the ground? There's that little dust thing. You can see where it's going. Yeah, she summons that thing. But yeah, she also has a hitbox from her hand and stuff too. A lot of people don't know that. Catch a lot of people online with that shit, right? But yeah, like her light dash does combo into this. This is what she's about. Alright, you can go up here, you can throw rocks. That's it. This character's not bad, bro. Like, you're crazy. Look at that. I took a stock, I'm up here chilling now. What is half the cast going to do to me now that I'm up here? Nothing. They're going to have to dodge rocks. That's just the end of it. Look at that. It's actually ridiculous, bro. You could even go grab your own rock. Look at this. And then you could throw that. That's wild. That's why. Like, this is the kind of shit that you would ban in a tournament. Because, like, I could just be chilling out here. I could be chilling all the way out here. Yeah, you could do it after your freaking up B too. And then you get your double jump and a B back after that as well. You can summon this platform anytime after you get back to the stage. You don't have to wait for it to go away or anything. And look at that. Like, you just become untouchable. So I think, you know, with a patient player, you can make any kind of a comeback. You can annoy the hell out of people online. And I think this character has the tools to do it. I'm not denying you could definitely snuff out this character if you get in on them. I think that's like their one flaw, you know? Like, once you get in, they have a hard time getting people off of them because their only tools is this and this. And, like, they're alright, but they're not great. But yeah, I think this character has a lot of room for creativity. And I think you can make some really crazy highlights with this character. You can even, like, make the platform go all the way down here or whatever if you time it right. It's a little hard. But yeah, cool character, fun character. Definitely can be snuffed out. But yeah, that's pretty much my take. I think you can do some borderline crazy shit with this character. Alright, moving on to Michelangelo. So Michelangelo is very unique in this game in the fact that he actually has throw combos. Yeah, you can up throw and get 2 light neutral airs and then get a re-grab like so. And it's strange, right? It's unique, it's different, and it adds a different kind of pressure than the rest of the cast. It doesn't like go forever, but yeah, as you can see, he has a lot of very useful things about him. He has the dash combo into heavy attack, as you just saw, which can be a nice little KO option, right? He gets on the skateboard, like so, yeah. He also has a projectile, which is always good, even if it's basic. Having a projectile is never a bad thing. It just adds another layer of pressure. His recovery is like the only kind of like Zare-like recovery in the game. Look how far that goes, right? Yeah. And it's like one of the only true guaranteed snap to ledge recoveries. So that's pretty huge, actually. That's actually pretty great. The only thing I would say that is a detriment to Michelangelo is the fact that he can somewhat have a hard time killing. Yeah, I feel like some of his moves just lack a little bit of power. Like that didn't kill, right? It's like 142 still didn't kill, right? Like, so you're going to be chipping away at characters for a while with this character. But yeah, really good things. Great recovery, interesting combos, decent projectile, pretty fast frame data, and can be played multiple ways. He even has like this stuff, which he can jump out of. He can jump out of this move to hit you with a light, which is really cool. Yeah, I've seen a lot of different Michelangelos, and they all play different. So a lot of room for creativity with this kind of a character, right? Yeah. Go out, try to get dunks and stuff. Yeah, Michelangelo, solid character. He doesn't have anything that makes him like super, super good, but everything he does have is good. I think that's the best way I can describe it. SpongeBob is a character that has just about everything that you can ask for. He's very much like Michelangelo in the fact that he has a lot of really great tools. A lot of really good tools, I should say, but they're nothing like super good. I think the best thing about Sponge is probably his bubbles. Yeah, unique kind of pressure there, right? Especially like good like off the platform pressure. He does have like the combos off a dash, which is always good. But yeah, you see you get that, and then you can throw bubbles out, and people gotta immediately deal with it. So it's always very consistent, good pressure. The thing is, his dash cancel into his heavy. Not very strong. Not a lot of kill power on Sponge. I think he'd be a much better character if this was stronger and this was stronger. I think that's like the two things that really lack with SpongeBob, right? Because he has a great juggle game. But yeah, as you see, that didn't kill. And we're just about at the precipice of like where that becomes a really big issue, right? Because like this is what separates like the mid tiers from the high tiers. The fact that this is not killing at 30 or some shit, right? Yeah, see, this is still not killing. Like, and I know that sounds reasonable for like your basic Smash game, but this ain't your basic Smash game. We're about to be hitting the high tiers here in a minute. But, you know, I say all this, he does have an excellent out of block up tilt, excellent light. You'll see SpongeBob players throw this out a lot. Excellent like carry tools. Yeah, good lights, good aerial likes. But not great aerial heavies, very weak. I think that's the worst thing I could say about SpongeBob, weak lights. He also has this, the Chomp. It's a fun move to catch in like roll-ins and stuff. I was finding this SpongeBob that was doing roll-ins, caught me every time. Yeah, I was also seeing SpongeBob players like use the up B to kill. It's very risky, but when you get a KO with this, because you can, it looks really cool. But besides that, I think we've covered just about everything about SpongeBob. Yeah, basic character, pretty middle of the road, about as middle of the road as you can get. Yeah. Alright, and finishing up B tier, we have Lucy Loud, who's almost perfect, right? So the thing about Lucy Loud is she has a lot of really good buttons, a lot of really fast, cool looking buttons too, right? Like, I love these animations. Decent aerials. This is a really strong move, right? Great out of shield buttons. Look at this up tilt, amazing. Amazing, straight into up air pressure. But therein lies the problem right there. Did you see? Her up air is just a little too weak. That move, little too weak, right? So like the thing that separates Lucy from the other high tiers is that final hit will usually kill. Like that will usually kill, and it won't kill for Lucy, right? For Lucy, she has to work just like a teeny bit harder. See, it didn't kill. Like that would have killed with the other characters above Lucy. And that's pretty much the thing that separates them. Other than that, Lucy's a great character with some really good buttons, some really awesome animations too. She also has this mechanic where once you get a bite, she'll start glowing red, and then your down B will turn into this. Yeah, it's this teleport move that teleports you in front of her. And right, she got dash cancels in the heavy, as you just saw. Let's see if I can show this off. Yeah, it's really strong. This move is mad strong. Look at that. You can actually drop it. That looks cool. A lot of end lag, very punishable if, you know, they call you out on it, right? But other than that, let's see. This recovery is pretty linear. But, you know, I mean, it actually goes pretty far. It doesn't look like you can cancel it at any point. No, you definitely can't. So, yeah, it's susceptible to being swatted. But I think Lucy's frame data more than makes it. Like, look at this up tilt, dude. What's cool about this is, like, you can go past projectiles, too. And, like, so if someone's, like, throwing something at you, you just warp and get that. You'd also, like, destroy recoveries with the coffin, with the down strawn at the ledge, which also dunks, so that's good. This character is just kind of wild, right? Look at that. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, alright, that's it. Lucy Loud, pretty good character. Let's move on to A tier. Helga has a lot of really good things about her in this game. Let's start with her projectile slingshot. Slingshot's really good at getting follow-ups just like so. As you can see, we killed under 50% with that one really simple and easy to execute combo. This is pretty much what high tier is all about in this game. Like, once you get to a certain point, combos just kill outright. And even if, you know, it doesn't kill immediately, she's still got all the normal stuff. She got good out of shield up till, as you see right here. She just has a lot of good normal stuff. Her recovery goes really far. It's a weird delay, right? You're all the way down here, but if you get hit by this recovery when she fully charges it, then it actually does a lot of percent. So yeah, recovery goes very far. You can actually only go upwards, unfortunately. That's fine. It's quite alright. Yo, look at that. The giant slap, man. The giant down air slap, right? Yeah, just really good meaty buttons. Really great combo potential. Recovery that goes far. The ability to kill like that. That's pretty much what makes Helga a high tier. Yeah. Oh, she also is the only character in the game with a counter. So yeah, Helga players can also make you second guess trying to hit them, which is pretty huge, right? It'll make you go for more grabs, which then can lead to them just, you know, throwing out more buttons and getting the advantage more. She also has like wonderful just normal aerials like this. Look at the frame down on that. That's crazy. You can juggle kind of like Lincoln Loud. This light, this kills. It's kind of like Leonardo's neutral light. Yeah, it's about just as fast too. Helga's got just about everything in this game. There's really nothing I can say that's bad about Helga. She even got dash cancels. Yeah, great character. Want to play Helga? You can. And you'll do really good, I think. Alright, these next two characters, I was kind of struggling going back and forth thinking about where to place them. But I think Danny's just a little less good than the next character, but not by much. Some pretty good stuff. He has projectile that's pretty decent. He can also do this, so that's pretty alright. I think the one thing that really hurts Danny is recovery. Yeah. That's the one thing that kind of made me put Danny here, even though he has a pretty good projectile. His recovery, very exploitable. I wouldn't say very exploitable, but it is, right? Yeah, it can be. It doesn't go very far, so that's the one thing. It does have a hitbox to it, as you saw just there. He has a great dash cancel to neutral heavy. One of the most satisfying ones in the game. You'll see Danny Phantom players do this a whole bunch. Yeah, that's pretty much Danny Phantom in a nutshell. That was a true 0 to death right there. There was nothing they could have done, I think, right? Yeah, falling up there, up tilt. Like, he has these true 0 to death combos, which is pretty insane. Right. Crazy. Like, that's so good. And, like, that's very consistent. This is a very consistent combo to perform. Even online, I was getting people with this shit online. Just got to hit them at the right percent. Maybe falling up air is very useful for that. Also, is like neutral heavies in the air are pretty good too for like running out and catching people's jumps and hitting them with that and stuff too. Yeah, Danny Phantom, great character. Fun tricks. The only bad thing I would say is his recovery, and even then, it's fine, right? He can kill you at 0 with a falling up air, so you know that's the character. Alright, moving on to Ain to finish off A tier. So I think Ain is slightly better than Danny Phantom because of a few things. One, I think he has better neutral, even though he lacks projectile, where Danny Phantom has that. He has this, which he can move super fast, right? And he can run into people and that does damage. He also has a far better recovery, in my opinion. He has this, which can actually spike if people try to challenge it and it doesn't work out for them. If you could also like adjust your DI just like so you can mix up your recovery. It goes pretty far. You got to be careful with it though, as you just saw. He does have ladder combos. I think that's something that Danny Phantom actually is better at than Ain, is ladder combos. But I don't think that necessarily makes the better character. I think overall, Ain is better character in more departments than Danny Phantom. Like, as you see, you know, he has confirms just like that. But he can't run up to you at 0. And, you know, like you see, you have to work a little harder for it. But I think overall, his kit is just slightly better, right? He's still a great character. He's still got dash heavy, right? Still got a great added shield option. So I think this character is good. Oh, his lights too, dude. Look at that. Look at that cross-up light right here. So hard to punish. Yep. Great character. All in all, does have to work harder for his ladders, but yeah, still a great character. Alright, and our first character in the top 5 are Ren and Stimpy. Now, this character has a lot of really great tools. Their aerials have a lot of range, as you can see right here. This move, their entire body becomes a hitbox, and it's very large and hard to avoid. They have the dash into heavy, confirmed, as you see right there. The recovery goes pretty far, as you can see right here. Yeah. If you block with down B and get hit, you'll get these stars. If you press it again, you get a waft. Yeah, you get a waft like Wario. It's not as strong, but it's just like, it's a kind of counter, right? So you gotta be careful about that, right? They also have this, which is pretty good, I think. Yeah, they have an insane ladder, which I was abusing the hell out of when I was playing them when we did their video. They can also shoot out multiple barrels, as you see right here. they can grab them and throw them just like that. Which is pretty interesting, right? Yep, grab your own thing, throw it any which way, throw it off stage when you're edge guarding, right? Pretty nice aerials. Yeah, they're pretty good. This, again, is a great move. Yeah, the upper is just so strong. It links forever, bro. Look at that. Look at that. That was 10% that killed. That was a true combo. That's the top 5, almost in a nutshell, yeah. But, yeah, that is just so good. It's just overall really good character. Strong attacks, good neutral, can mix things up, has projectile. Recovery goes pretty far. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about Ren and Stimpy. They pretty much have it all. You could also beast on people with that, as you've seen in the Ren and Stimpy video. Right, right. All right, moving on to Sandy Cheeks. Sandy Cheeks doesn't have an incredible ladder. Never mind, she does. I didn't know because during the video we were abusing her infinite. They actually supposedly patched the infinite. Oh, they did? Are you sure about that? That looks like it still worked. I read in a YouTube comment that they patched the infinite. I think they made it a lot harder, but I think it's still possible, actually. Even without an infinite, this still resets, which gives you a free heavy, which is, like, so lame. She's the lamest character in the game, in my opinion. Because, look, you do this, and then you do a heavy for free. Every time. So it's like, it leads to this really, like, lame playstyle, where they'll be at kill percent, alright? And I'll just sit and block. And then I'll get my free reset and my free heavy, and that's it. That's pretty much what Sandy boils down to in the end. Waiting for your chance to get your free reset into your free heavy. And that's the character. But yeah, overall, her recovery goes really far. She has this that you can like grab people. She has the cancels into the heavy, of course. Let's see what else. Amazing at a shield game. Yeah. It's pretty good, man. Yeah, great character. Great ladder. I don't know what else to say. That's Sandy. There's really not much I can say that's bad about this character either. Like, even her aerials. Her simple, light aerials are really good. Look at that. Look at the pressure. Recovery goes pretty far. And it looks like you're teabagging when you're at the ledge doing this. It's pretty funny. For the top 3, I consider them to be somewhat interchangeable because they're all equally good, in my opinion. And the thing about Oblina, she does have ladder combos, but they don't kill. Like, they don't kill at high early percent. As you can see right there, see? It's still alive. But even so, I think she's still better than all these other characters that do have these insane ladder combos. Because her neutral alone, I think, is that good. And let me try to explain why. Like, her aerials, like, she's a very mobile character, right? She's super mobile, and I feel like she can just jump around most of the cast with her, like, little to no end lag on her aerials. And she can just mix you up over and over again. And she has awesome set plays. She can, like, do stuff like this, right? So you can, like, down throw into your ooze. You can set this ooze and, like, down throw it to it and then get a follow-up like that. Like, that is sick, right? So you just, this character has a lot of stuff handed to her for free. And she has a lot of great heavies, too. Like, this move is great to throw out in neutral. Her neutral heavy is really good. This, I find myself getting early kills with that. This can be somewhat inconsistent, but even still, you know, it works a lot of the time anyway. Yeah, really strong, powerful attacks, really fast, good moves, good projectiles. When you have this on the ground, you get this other projectile, which can force an approach for a lot of the cast because there's nothing they can really do about it, right? Even at low percent, throwing them into this, that does about 10% when you throw them into your ooze ball, and then you can get a follow-up. Really easy, really privileged moves, right? Yeah, a lot of great things going on with this character. Their recovery can be mixed up with that move. Oblina Copter goes pretty far. I think Oblina is definitely going to be a top character in this game. Yeah. Yeah, people don't snap ledge, and then you can do this. Alright, let's move on to the final 2. Alright, you know CatDog was going to be up here, right? So CatDog is pretty crazy in this game. The thing about CatDog is their down special, you actually switch to who's in control. So like, you start with dog equipped, dash heavy, dead at 40 at the ledge, right? So this move alone, right? Like the startup is insane. You grow huge. Your hitbox becomes massive, which threatens so many recoveries at the ledge. As I've been saying this whole time about people who don't snap ledge, this will destroy them really easily. Like Nigel will die at 0 if he gets hit by this when he's trying to recover. Yeah, this move alone makes them amazing. But then they also got an up air, which is like freaking insane. And they got ladder combos, of course, because of course they do. Then they kill super early, right? So yeah, easy Sierra to death. You can also control Cat. And Cat has their own kind of unique moveset. So dog, you start in control with dog. But if you press down special, you move to Cat. And Cat has different things they can do. Dog's projectile is like a bone boomerang that goes in a circle. Cat gets like this yarn ball that I think is a lot more useful. But overall, like, most of the Cat Dog players you see are going to be controlling dog because he could do that and that would just kill like super early. They also got like this, which will dunk. Of course it will. Cat's up air is really good. Let's show that off. That actually kills mad early. Yeah, that move. So around this percent, like this, like that has so much range, right? Let's try to show off a kill from this. Look at that. Look how far that reaches, right? A little high percent. But then that's, you see, that's generally why you're in dog most of the time, right? Like the Cat's strong up air is just as good, but has like less range and stuff. And you're more likely to miss it. But yeah, as you can see, it's still strong, right? But like going dog, right? You go in dog and like they die. So like, why wouldn't you just stay? If you're a Cat Dog player, just stick with dog, bro. I'm gonna be real. I don't think there's, besides the projectile, I think this projectile is better. But I think for the most part, you should probably just stick with dog. Get your insane freaking punch. That's pretty much all it takes, right? They have a good ladder. They have a great up air. They have this. That's all. That's it. That's it. It's Cat Dog. You know. You already. Besides Reptar, this is the character we would see the most. And yeah, it's for good reason. They're really good. But I think there's one that's a little bit better. All right, this is what I consider to be the best character in the game. So far, this is April O'Neil. She is pretty insane, as you can see right there. Because, of course, she has the 0% ladder death combos. Just like every other amazing character. I messed it up there. But it's consistent. Look at that. It's 0%. But then, like, everything around her is great. Like, look at the range of this move. She got range, bro. She has range, especially in the air, right? And, of course, like, the dash cancels work, right? Of course. You see how her mic is glowing because they got hit with the camera? Well, if you hit them with your mic, that happens, okay? And then you can set up this when they're going off the platform and get it for free, right? Exactly. She just has a really good neutral, really great anti-airs, really great answers. The ability to stuff you out with the camera and kind of lock you behind that. And that's unblockable damage. So, like, you can't block that shit, bro. And then she has the Shudder. This move is so strong. The final hit of the Shudder dunks. And, like, overall, dude, her neutral is just so good. The one thing, she does lack a recovery. That's something I didn't mention with Cat Dog, too. Cat Dog's recovery is very linear. I was just so amazed by Cat Dog's move. But, yeah, her recovery is pretty bad. As you see, it goes far, but, like, after a while, it's kind of like a Villager, right? Where, like, she can't just keep doing it. Right, because it will go away. Oh yeah, she doesn't go into free fall. I can use her double jump after I use her up B as well. So I can like further mix her up. But she just has really good aerials, really good buttons, and a lot of range, and she can stress you out with this, and you know, the freaking kind of 0 to death combo that's really easy to perform. And yeah, that's it. That's April O'Neil. I think April O'Neil is the best character in the game. I think her, Cat Dog, and Obelina are pretty much up there. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Maybe some controversial picks at the end there. I could see why you would think Danny Phantom would be better than Obelina or, you know, Aang or something because he's so easy to perform. But I think, you know, his neutral is alright. I just don't think it's as good as you know, someone like Oblina's or someone like Ains. And I think that shouldn't matter when I'm putting into, you know, consideration a tier list. But yeah, that's my final tier list. I would love to know what you guys think. If you disagree with any of these placements, be sure to let me know why you think, you know, this character should be higher or lower or whatever. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sure this is a very long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you would like to see any of these characters in action, I got a playlist with every single character already made right here. And yeah, you can check them out if you so wish. And I'll see you guys later. Take care.